let's see the light. Alright, testing. Alright, so YouTube is working, Facebook's working, TikTok failed. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn Dean on. Like anytime now, Dean. Here's Dean finally. Alright, so restream till my regular Facebook is working. Go through Dean. Yeah. So restream till my regular Facebook works. The Dean to my TikTok game page not working. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, let's do our intro. So yeah, I put all my books on our Patreon page. If you want to explore me, please get on the Patreon page. Otherwise, I'm part of the Dean team, so I'm pretty much streaming everywhere. So Dean, again, check your spam mail, junk mail. There's a limited group that's going to be able to test out the Dean 2.0. I don't know when it's going to be testing, but yeah, Angel sent an email to a limited group of people to join. So yeah, check your spam mail, junk mail. You might have a email that test out the new Dean 2.0, which could be tested out soon. Alright. like I said, later on today, I will be taking a test run of this. Because supposedly the general or tactical officer is very good. So yeah, you have to go 5 levels. 65 is the next level, so you start at 16, go to 65. So yeah, later on today, I'm going to be doing a stream testing that out and taking a look at it later on. So you got some nice something to get that done. Alright, so again, if you want to Klingon recruit, we'll speed this up some. If you want to Klingon recruit. Alright, let's reload this one. Okay, Thullians on the ground, that's the Adventure Zone. Thullian ship, that's the Archer system. So yeah, Universal Endeavors updates every 3 days. Universal Endeavors updates, as you can see just now, 6 a.m. nighttime. The Universal Endeavor updates, but every 3 days the Universal updates. Yeah, that's yeah, you want all these up to 20. So yep, when you get the thing fully unlocked, you can get all 3 and 3. And you get the thing fully unlocked. Again, to the king in this game, you want all your combinations to 4, R&D all up to 20, campaigns all up to 10. You want your reputations all up to 6. So all your reputations up to 6. Also, you're going to be part of the fleet. Again, if you see a fleet is 85, they're at the max level. Again, if you're starting out, you get the lithium line, take care of it, get rid of it. Then get a research lab, take care of that one, get rid of it. Everything else just like candy. So yeah. And again, if you're trying to get fleet shits, yeah, fleet shits are in the red one. If you're trying to get fleet shits, they're in the red one. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the event. Let's do the night and third one. Okay, you got some nice something to get this done.
Good, you made it. I wasn't looking forward to dealing with this by myself. Our hollow emitters are doing their job, and the bombings should happen soon. Once that's finished, we can get started.
Lonnie, what's going on here? 7 to 9?
Daniel said this might happen. Something to do with the effect of chronoton flux on short-term memory. Hey, gotta love temporal mechanics.
Time traveling, huh?
Yeah, we've been sent back in time to fix a problem. It's April 4th, 2063, the day before first contact. This is the missile complex where humanity's first warp-capable vessel was launched.
Okay, so what's the problem here then?
The Borg are the problem. They're here, and they're trying to change history in their favor. History says the Borg failed because of Picard and the crew of the Enterprise, but as of now, history's wrong. Somehow the Borg managed to pull victory from the jaws of defeat tonight. We're here to make sure that doesn't happen.
Okay, and what about all these holometers?
Right now, we're effectively invisible inside this hollow shield. Once we're ready to move out, we'll drop it, and our personal emitters will kick in. Think of them as a sophisticated disguise kit. They'll make us look like we belong here. To the locals, we'll look like a band of 21st century humans wandering around the woods of Montana. Any other questions?
Nah, let's go.
Okay, the bombing should end quickly thanks to the Enterprise. We're gonna need to move fast once things stop exploding.
Okay.
Right, let's get moving. We need to get to the complex quickly. So much for the bombing run. Enterprise must have finished off the Borg vessel.
We are the Borg. Your biological and technological distinctiveness will be added to our own. Resistance is futile.
After all this time, they still haven't learned. Resistance is inevitable. Complex took some hits. Let's check for survivors.
Thank you for the follow.
I'm not picking up any Borg life signs in the complex. Card and his people should be here now. Let's make sure before we move on. Okay, my tricorder's picking up multiple subspace comm signals in the area.
The Enterprise team?
Some of them are Starfleet, but they're coming from inside the missile silo. Probably protecting Zephyr Cochrane. The rest of the signals are coming from the southwest. Any guesses as to the source?
That Dorgy. Got
it in one. Looks like they managed to send down a few landing parties before their ship blew up. Chances are they're here to make our lives difficult. I think it's time we return the favor.
I agree, let's do that.
Heads up, there are drones ahead.
Your defenses are insufficient. You will be assimilated.
I don't want to modulate.
There are lights over there. Looks like a camp of some kind. The Borg will be drawn to it like moths to a flame. We need to protect the locals. Picking up life signs ahead. Some of them are Borg.
What do you want? Get away from us!
You will be assimilated. You will adapt to serve the collective.
What the hell are those things? Robots? Zombies? Robot zombies?
Damn, I was afraid something like this would happen. Take out those drones. We're gonna need to do a memory wipe on the locals. They can't remember the Borg. Setting your tricorder to emit a neurolytic pulse should work. Looks like the Borg have changed their tactics. They're avoiding Cochrane and the Enterprise crew and focusing on assimilating the locals. Makes sense. After they lost their ship, they lost their numerical advantage.
Yeah, they should keep it that way.
No argument here. I ran a quick scan of these drones. There's several references in their onboard nav systems to a location north of here. Designation Resource Node 01. We should check this out. Whatever they're up to isn't a good thing.
I agree, let's go.
Alright, this area's clear. Picking up Borg signals to the north, though. Apparently, Resource Node 01 is a garbage dump. Smells wonderful. There must be something of tactical value here. Let's make sure they don't find it. Great. This place smells and it's swarming. Take them down.
Better modulate.
See if we can figure out what they were looking for here. Power amplifiers. Copper tubing. And lithium batteries. Oh, hell. I think I know what they're doing here, and it's not good.
Is it other?
No point. I think they're trying to build a transporter. They might have lost their ship, but there's a lot of Borg still in Enterprise. If they can beam those drones down here, the situation will go from bad to worse.
Maybe a recommendation.
The complex isn't far. Let's make sure it's secure and then work on finding and dealing with this bootleg transporter.
Agree, let's move out. Wait, I only got 2 of my officers? I don't have all 4? Yeah, I only got 2 of my officers.
No sign of the Borg. Run a scan, make sure Picard's team is all accounted for. Picking up Starfleet comm badges inside the bar and... Hold on. More Starfleet comm badges inbound, but they're on Borg drones. Say the Borg finished making their transporter. Those were assimilated Starfleet officers from Enterprise. But sweep the perimeter and make sure there aren't any Borg going after Cox.
Alright, let's go.
Who is this jerk? Who called to make a turn off my music?
Will Riker? Zephram Cochrane.
Good friend of yours?
Yes.
Husband?
No.
Good. Now this, Dina.
Deanna.
This is the good stuff. Dr. Cochrane. To the Phoenix. May she rest in peace. Okay. That wasn't so good.
Well, I think we have to tell him the truth.
If we tell the truth, the timeline...
Timeline! This is no time to argue about time. We don't have the time. What was I saying?
You're drunk.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
Look, he wouldn't even talk to me unless I had a drink with him. And then it took 3 shots of something called tequila just to find out he was the one we're looking for. And I spent the last 20 minutes trying to keep his hands off me. So don't go criticizing my counseling technique. It's a primitive culture. I'm just trying to blend in.
You're blended all right.
I already told him our cover stories. He didn't believe me.
We are running out of time. Now, if we tell him the truth, do you think he'll be able to handle it?
If you're looking for my professional opinion as ship's counselor, he's not.
I'll be sure to note that in my log.
So, yep, like I said, you can't see in. As you can see, there's no windows. So you can't see in, but you can listen. And of course, here's the, where the ship is, down below there. So yeah. So yeah, I wonder why the game only gave me 2 officers instead of 4.
Okay, perimeter's clear. I'm thinking that transmission tower's our next stop. it is. One bootleg Borg transporter. We need to take it out before this place is crawling with drones.
Okay, how can you make that happen?
There are 3 transporter pads. Each of them is powered by an array. I can send a feedback pulse from each array to the transporter pad it powers. It should be enough to overload and destroy the pad.
I want the dog to figure out what we're doing.
Yeah, there's that. You're gonna need to keep him off me while I work, or this plan will go sideways real fast. After we're taking care of the transporter pads, we'll deal with any drones in the area. And if we're lucky, that'll take care of this temporal crisis once and for all.
And it's going on.
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, okay? Right now, we have a transporter to shut down. You ready to do this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Get me to the first array and I'll start disabling their transporter. Using a simple modulating cipher. All right, this one's done. Let's go. They're onto us. Security protocols just spiked, and not in a good way. Two down. That last one's gonna be a real bitch.
We have analyzed their tactics. We have adapted. We are Borg.
Enemy target center.
They're using a fractal self-replicating security. That's important. This will go a lot smoother if I'm not under fire. Got it. We're through the worst. I'm not picking up any Borg activity in the area. Nice work.
Alright, what about Battlecruiser?
Over as far as you're concerned. I'll deal with all this Borg tech lying around. It's a mess, but my nanites will make short work of it. As for you, feel free to return to the present. Break, have a drink. You've definitely earned it.
Yeah, I'll see you later. Again, you got some need something to get that done. Alright, so again, like I said, if you want to clean recruit, go see the the universal endeavor updates every 3 days. Personal endeavor updates every morning, 6 a.m. at night time. So, alright, so we gotta go to the Archer system, the Tholian Adventure Zone, and we have to touch around there. Alright, so... Okay, let's go here. That's closest to the Archer system. So yeah, you gotta kill Tholians in space. Yeah, because of the Archer system. Yeah, let's see what's yeah, now it's harder to get us. Not even close. Yeah, the Archer system. Again, you gotta kill Tholians in space. Get the Archer system.
Target's shields have failed. Warning, ship is under attack.
You gotta kill Tully and shit. Get the archer system. Alright, now you gotta do Tullians on the ground. That's the Tullian adventures down. Oh, not even close. Yeah, we gotta go way down there and all the way up here. Not even close. Now I'm running out of tea. Oh, no, nebula. That's cracked on the material. Yep, that's cracked on the material. Here, yarn. So again, you gotta do foliage on the ground. This is where you wanna go. Okay, now let's go inside. Please. Alright, so the only problem is we can't go back to the yard chair because we'd already completed it. Actually, I didn't delete on that one. Yeah. Okay. Doesn't look like anything down there to your toes. Well, we need Tholian ships. And the dog red alert not running, so yeah. So now I can throw a Tholian to a 30 kick. Like anytime now. Like anytime now theaters. So yeah, waiting for a Italian theater to kick. So you gotta do Italian shits. And we already did the Archer system, so can't go back into the Archer system. Like anytime now theater, you can kick. Like anytime now you can kick. So yeah, I don't know what any other places besides the Archer system where you can kill Italian shits. Yeah. Like anytime now, you can kick Italian. Yeah, the Ginny title did that one. Yeah, Ginny died. So yeah, dude, you gotta get all your ships. The Archer system is where you can go. And the ground, there's the Tholian Adventure Zone. The ground. Like anytime there, you can talk. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna go get me some breakfast. It doesn't look like it's gonna talk, so I'm gonna call it, go get some breakfast. Again, like I said, later on, the dentist and all. So yeah, later on, we'll be taking a look at this, and the tactical officer from this is very, very good. So later on, I'll be creating and checking it out. So yeah, I will see everyone later now.